What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat.
Yep.
What is up, y'all? How are y'all feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great.
After these feeds, oh man, what a roller coaster you guys went on.
Tired is how I'm feeling.
Trees, what time did you go to bed last night?
I fell asleep. I'm telling you, my iPad was on my nightstand, headphones in my ear. Like feeds were still going on, and my alarm would get my kid up for school went off at 6:15. I was like, oh shoot. I think it was like 4:15. I went to sleep my time, so like 2 their time. But I was exhausted. Oh my god! But feeds were so good. Hey,
I'm jealous because y'all.
So good.
I've been in the air, like traveling, so I have not been able to sit down.
The air streets,
the airways. I haven't been able to watch feeds, and I'm so sad because all the good stuff I've been seeing the clips. Man,
we'll get to that though. We'll get to that, but as y'all see, we'll have a guest joining us ever so shortly. But before we begin, let's get all the boring, there's
technical stuff.
There's an episode, so let's talk about Byyyeee Unlocked. Am I right? We're here to talk about.
Absolutely not. He has been removed because,
and just like Byyyeee Unlocked, Elon just got unlocked below stage
from all of this because we don't
listen. CBS, we do not need to be unlocked. Okay, we are good. We do not need it. And I don't like how they tried to put that at the beginning of the episode to try to make us watch, because I put that on like, I know you lying. What is this?
I think these are good. Carrie mentioned that the home segments. I think that's the home segment.
The only thing I liked about it was seeing Mrs. Chocolate Drop. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I definitely turned it on.
For me to want it every week.
You know what? Shout out to it, because I was a little bit late to start the episode. It was like 6:10 my time, whatever. I was like 10 minutes late. Then I'm like, wait, it's Byyyeee Unlocked. I missed a whole episode. Dang. And nope, I was good. Got to see the Will segment and got to watch Taylor Hill, Boston Rob, and Derek go on the wall.
Okay, see, at this
Mother
point,
of the pick-me.
Which was a good transition, because they went straight from Byyyeee Unlocked straight to the wall comp, which I kind of liked a little bit. Or did they do that? Or they had a little post Reilly vote conversation.
They did talk about the Reilly stuff. That's why I was like, I don't want to watch this. Like, Reilly been gone. Why are we talking about this? We don't care.
Right.
We got to do a choice. Let's move on.
And I'm so happy that Morgan kind of clocked and understood, hey, why is Mickey so upset? Because what do you mean? You wanted me gone? You're upset that Reilly's such a great guy, and you just had to do the worst thing ever in getting rid of Reilly. I'm supposed to be your girl, and you still got rid of me? And you're upset about what happened? And I think that'll be key. I mean, we've already seen that relationship fracture, but it's good to see that in the DR, Morgan fully acknowledging it, that, hey, Mickey ain't her girl.
Yeah. And so that's why this HOH was very important, because Rachel made a huge move. We talked about it all last week. She sent Reilly home, sent Yeehaw back to Oklahoma.
She took a big shot and a big gamble.
And it worked out. So this HOH.
Did y'all even clock the way that she was shocked when they said Reilly was gone? She said,
I did
that. Shoot, the way that Ava had a whole panic attack during the vote. Like, I love the little flashback, like it was a double eviction. It was just a normal vote, but it showed
it really did
Ava.
Give double. It really did.
For sure.
Everybody,
and shout out CBS, shout out Rachel Reilly, because only Rachel Reilly can have a normal eviction feel like a double eviction.
Yep.
And so, I mean, that's what she does. She's a legend for a reason. But going into this HOH, we knew it was crucial, because we all talked about it, that Catherine and Lauren had a very good chance to win this HOH. And we knew if either of those two won, Rachel would be in danger. Go ahead, Trees.
And Morgan.
But
I would just like to say, once again, me and Morgan are tied for comp wins. But go ahead.
She'll get you next week. She'll get you next week.
I hope so. Lord, come on.
Carrie said she's watching him leave again. I'm screaming. But yeah, so they get to that wall. We're gonna talk about Morgan because Morgan, she talked about this wall all season. As soon as she walked through the doors on the first episode, she said she went in this wall comp. She not gonna let go. She gonna stay up there. They're gonna have to pry her cold dead fingers off the wall, and she was out third.
She was out there. She was a have-not on her wall comp.
Out of there. The first.
I'm so surprised that they chose to replay Kelly's over and over again because washing feeds. Oh, I thought they were making a clip out of Morgan falling so hard. Because y'all were watching feeds, they cut it. It's like she fell super hard, and then feeds cut mid-fall. And I'm like, oh, she just face planted. Oh man.
Yeah, it was bad. Busted her body right.
She definitely.
Dude, was it her that was icing herself after? Or was that Kelly? I forget. All I know is someone was icing themselves.
Yes, I think it was. But yeah, so they did the wall comp and everybody started dropping off our faves. It's like, wait, why the judges the first ones out? That didn't make sense because Will fell. And then Ava was gone. Morgan, then Mickey. And it's just like
one by one.
And of course, building up to this wall comp, everyone kept saying, oh, Rachel doesn't get to play again. And we saw people putting up clips of last time. Come on, Brendon. Brendon. And I was the way that her whole crew disappointed her where she couldn't even talk.
Once again,
she didn't say, she only did the production fed lines the whole time.
I literally tweeted this. I said, Rachel, bless her heart. I know she's thinking like every single time this wall comp comes, she can't ever depend on her allies to win a wall comp to say they like.
Because they went back to back. They literally went back to back to back to back.
Yes. To back. And that's how they be going home too. Back to back to back when they don't win. But Vince winning, which was a shocker. Not really, but
I was shocked. I was shocked.
I ain't gonna lie. I knew he would. My guess was he was gonna be top 3. I didn't think he'd win it, but I thought he'd be like the third place, I guess.
Yeah.
On the wall because you know he has a good body frame for it. But I said going in, I said Vince just voted out Kat's man, right? Yeah. He not falling until Kat fall. When Kat fall, he gonna be out of there.
Yeah, but she didn't fall.
He did do that.
And Kat didn't even try to make a deal. She didn't even try to. That was shocking me.
Kat don't watch Big Brother. Kat does not know. Kat decided to play the game 30 seconds ago. Yeah, that's exactly why she didn't make that deal.
And another thing, I didn't think that Vince would win because I'm like, after what he just did, he's so connected with everybody in the house. It was like, would that be beneficial for him? Because he got to put people up. So you're going to have to choose a side. Is he going to stick with the judges or is he going to flip-flop back to the other side? And I think that was a lot of people's questions. But, you know, from night one, he made it clear that he wasn't going to put up Rachel, which was what a lot of people were wondering. Like, is he going to take the shot at Rachel? She didn't put him up. Why not? I mean, it's easy now. But he said, no, I'm not doing Rachel. We were cheering. We were excited. He said he knew he was doing Ava because she said, why not? She not offered herself, basically, which was not smart, but she pretty much told him it was okay. Yeah, Carrie, why she didn't make a deal, I don't understand. Because she
doesn't know Big Brother. I honestly think that's what that was.
She could have just made a one-on-one deal with Vince and said, hey, I'm not putting you up. And it would have benefited him to throw that because we see this.
I would have just lied.
You can lie too, but man, Vince doesn't want to be HOH. I feel like no one has wanted to be HOH but Ava and Rachel this season.
Ty said, I initially thought Vince wouldn't want to win it either, but his signature is just to do stuff and figure it out later.
No,
Which doesn't even figure it out. Man, he kind of just does it and goes, oh, I did it. No, what do I do?
I'm going to be very real. I kind of think, especially basing off like how he was this week, I think Vince has a set plan. I think Vince isn't that indecisive at all. I think his plan going into this week, he's been trying to work with Rachel for so long. It would be so crazy after watching him for however many days they've been in the house, 40, 50 something days, for him to be like, I finally got Rachel and I'm in alliance with her. Like, and I didn't put this together. They asked me to be in this alliance, and I'm gonna mess that up. I think in his mind there was no way he was gonna put Rachel up. I think he went and did all these different moves. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm gonna give him credit if this is true. But I think he did all these conversations to make it seem like he was indecisive, so he doesn't have to take the big fall for it, you know, because if he outright says, hey, no, I'm not putting Rachel on the block, then he's automatically has them, you know, that other side of the house mad at him. But dragging it out, having 4 3-hour-long conversations with people, asking people, who do you think I should put up? I think he's just playing the game, honestly.
Well, if we go back to his intro tape, he did say his strategy was wah-wah, wing it and adapt. Wing it and adapt.
There you go.
So he wings it, get the HOH, and adapts along the way. So we're stopping right here because we told you all that we were going to have a very special guest that we are so excited to have here. And I call him the first gentleman of Big Brother because, you know, the first Big Brother couple to get married. So the first gentleman to be Mr. Rachel Reilly himself.
Hey,
Dr. Brendon Villegas.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah.
How are you
doing? I got my tagline down there.
He's back, bitches. Yeah.
I love that.
I love it.
Yeah. So, wow, it's been quite the day, I will say.
Yeah.
So, let me tell you.
Indeed. What a roller coaster of 24 hours of thinking it's all over. Sky is falling. Rachel's gonna have to win this blockbuster.
Yeah.
Into man, she's good.
I mean, the truth is, I try not to get too overly stressed because what I end up doing is being glued to like the Chat BCC app, which I've been checking on the live feed. So I'm like watching what everybody's saying, and I'll try like, okay, stop. I'm not productive. I'm not gonna get work done. Stop thinking about it, you know, because it's like I gotta tell myself Rachel's got this. I mean, last night, I'm not gonna lie. Am I ruining anything? I don't want to go into spoilers.
Oh no,
you can spoil.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So last night when I see the whole Rachel told Keanu that she wanted Vince out next HOH, and it looks like it's blowing up, and she's going back up. I'm like, God, why? I'm like, Rachel, what are you doing? And I was just like, I guess I just really underestimated how much of a blind spot Keanu was for her. I mean, I really do think that, like, in spite of everything, she really thought that I can bring him back. Like, I still got him. Like, he like messes up, but this is Keanu. Like, he's just messing up again. I think today, I mean, last night when Ashley tells Rachel that Keanu did, in fact, is like throwing her on the bus, trying to get her nominated, is like making a concerted effort. She was just like, whoa. I think it was the first time like Rachel finally understood, you know? So.
And speaking of that, like watching Rachel play this time, like what are the differences that you noticed in her gameplay versus the first, second, and now this time that she's playing around in this game?
I mean, her social game is the obvious one, right? I mean, social. She. So the thing is, I don't know that Rachel ever. I mean, maybe she had well, maybe she didn't have much social game before. I don't know. I mean, she's always been big and loud and a big force. I don't think no matter what situation you put her in now. When we start in season 12, we immediately become the target. So that was it, right? Like we never had a chance. And I don't know, seeing how this season's working out, maybe there would have been a chance. I don't know. But there really was never a chance for her to develop a social game in season 12. 13 comes back again, completely different scenario. Now we have vets who we have to have relationships with. We kind of do. So we have to nurture that. And, you know, but it immediately becomes vets versus newbies. So there's still a social game aspect, which Rachel still played well because I don't think she would have made it to the end if she didn't have that social game. But it was still a little bit different this season. I mean, I feel like she's just having to like twist and turn and like dodge and like duck and like jump. Like it reminds me of like a Nintendo game from the 80s, you know? Like fireballs being thrown at you. They're real simple, but there's a lot of stuff going on.
You know? Like this game hasn't been a crystal stair for her at all whatsoever.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I think her resiliency was really kind of shown through this season. Being able to keep going because when she first started, my whole thing was like, look, I'm at home taking care of 2 kids. Put me in that house any day. You know, I mean, I would take a house full of crazy people over 2 kids because it's exhausting. But
would you go
after like after this point, like I don't know. I'm thinking that she may actually have it harder. So
Shoot, I was about to say after seeing Kelly, I don't know. I don't know. That Kelly being in there makes that choice harder.
Listen, I have to ask. So I'm sure you've seen all the wine gate.
Yeah.
So with the wine gate,
so
how do
did you guys
feel
has anyone seen the video? Because I don't. So from what I understand, I got Taryn's live feed updates. That's what I was listening about it. Sounds like she may have poured a little bit too much wine, which I don't know if you guys aren't familiar.
She was definitely tipsy.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't think she would have. I don't think she would have been talking smack about Vince to Keanu if she wasn't drunk already. Because I think that was probably a big slip of the tongue with her being a little drunk. But did she? So she poured a little bit too much alcohol. Is that the extent of it? And then Kelly was like, "Oh, she was," because at first I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was like she poured. At first, when everybody was talking about it, it sounded like she poured like her drink out. That's what I thought happened.
So basically, what it was, I mean, she didn't really pour too much. It was just more dramatic. It's kind of like when you hear somebody talking, you're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Rachel is, this trick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So of course everyone noticed, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. But then of course Kelly went in and these tears and
made it more hyperbolic.
But to be fair, I think everything that Rachel did last night was warranted. I ain't gonna lie, I would have been a little bit more meaner. So shout out to her.
Yeah.
But Kelly has been whacking Rachel for a minute now. So I mean, she caught Rachel on the right day. Yeah. And so she got the real Rachel Reilly. So
she did. I mean, how long did she think she was going to be able to like swat at Rachel, and then it wouldn't catch up with her at some point? I mean, that's that. I mean, Kelly to me is just like I was just saying, like I don't know between Kelly and Keanu, like what they are doing. Like half the time, I don't have any sort of concept of what their logic or reasoning is for like anything they do in the house, like whatsoever. So like they are literally like, I don't think anyone realizes, but they're dangerous for like every single person in that house's game.
Everyone.
Because you may think you get to the end and like you did all this stuff and it makes sense to you, and it may, but Keanu may suddenly have some thought in his head about why he should vote for the other person for no reason at all. And like it's done. So
they've swatted away every single olive branch that has been offered.
Yeah.
Rachel literally didn't even put them on the block.
So many, I
don't understand it. That's why Kelly. Like why Kelly has so much hatred towards Rachel when Rachel's been like, first of all, she was like comforting Kelly when she was all sad in the very beginning. Yep. No one wanted to talk to her because she's a little weird. Surprise, So okay. I mean, we're being nice, but so it's like okay. So and then she doesn't put her up, and then it's like, so I don't understand. Normally, and maybe that's the problem we keep using the word normally in this season, and it's like does not apply, So it's like normally that is a good reason to like somebody or at least have some sort of like some sort of soft alliance with them. They didn't put you up. They aren't coming for you. They've made nobody's talked about them coming for you, So I don't know.
And she was mad that she wasn't a renom. Like how many times in this game would someone be upset that they were not the renom? Like that there's no logic in this season.
At this point, I think Kelly and Keanu, they are not playing Big Brother. They're playing like Big Kamikaze. Like they're just trying to see what they can do to get to the most explosive reaction. Like someone said, I literally saw somebody said that, especially with Keanu, he's trying to get the big explosive moments in Big Brother, but he doesn't realize there are little small things that you have to do in order to get to the end. And he just wants to jump and skip over all that. And that's why he's crashing and burning right now.
Yeah. I mean, I did see the interview with his girlfriend. She did mention something about him wanting to be like America's favorite or something like that, where I think he really wants to appeal to fans. But so I think what I imagine that him and Kelly, this is what I'm trying to go with, and maybe I'm way off, that they are like in this like virtual world where they like they're imagining like how they in their heads see how everybody's seeing them, and they are like the hero of their own story, and they know like everyone's rooting for them at home, and like they're just like, "Go, Kelly, you got this. Win another one for us, Kelly. You're our queen." I mean, she's just convinced herself of this because you hear her talk, and it's almost like I think she just absolutely. I think Keanu's kind of the same way. Like he's convinced himself that like all these people are rooting for him, and they want him to like take down the bad guys, and like who knows? I mean, he's also Dungeons and Dragons, so I mean, he's got all sorts of stories probably rolling around in his head.
Oh, for sure.
Who he's playing like in his head, like a knight from something, a demon slayer from, I don't know.
Yeah.
Demon slayer.
He's not playing as Keanu. He's playing as whatever role he thought of before the game.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And the funny thing is, you could also extend that to Mickey a little bit too, where I know in the past couple weeks, the people above us, they have some harsh feelings about Mickey. But she's had that same little delusion of where she stands in the house, and all of a sudden I hate Rachel from us seem to be out of nowhere.
Yeah, from not having
back to not hating her again. I think right. I mean,
I think so.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is the problem with these like, this whole season starts out with alliances. What is an alliance? A group of people that all commonly agree with the same focus, mission, whatever it may be, to vote out the same person. None of these people want to like vote out the same people, and they don't even like. And it's not like you usually like discuss and like think, well, it's pros and cons, and then all come to the same agreement. They like. We'll discuss stuff and then still all want different people. So it's like,
that's crazy.
I don't know what these alliances are. And I mean, Mickey's the same way. Like Rachel definitely needs Mickey right now.
Yeah.
Now I know Rachel knows that Mickey is dangerous because she's like, again, it's like, I like you. I trust you for now. The same with Vince. She knows Vince less dangerous. Vince more, it's not me. So, hands off the wheel. I guess, whoops, we ran over Rachel. Sorry, guys.
And kind of like speaking on that, like Rachel mentioned last week in her DR about like not wanting to make the same mistakes she did in the past and like being more adaptable. And speaking of, like she mentioned BB12 specifically, like with Matt. And I've always said this. I want to get your thoughts. If you two had joined with Matt, you guys had 5 weeks of consecutive power.
That's crazy.
Like destroyed the house.
Yeah,
absolutely. That is crazy to think about. Yeah, no, and very true. So the only problem with that is like Matt was already at that point. He was embedded with the brigade. He never would have like broke off. I mean, so like for me and Big Brother 12, I wasn't a Big Brother fan when I came in. I watched very little, but I like playing games. I like competing. So, and I was learning while I was playing. And one thing I was thinking about with Matt is like, when I realized how close him and Reagan were, I thought that there was a chance that we could pull Reagan at some point, but I knew it would never happen with Matt around. So like, and I also saw like Matt for me, I just looked at the people and who I thought I could compete against and who I couldn't. Matt to me was something I couldn't compete against. I knew he was smart, but like him being small, like I watched him on that wall comp. When I felt that wall comp, I looked up. I looked up. I was like, oh my God, like I had no shot. Like Matt was on that wall, just like he could have been on there for 5 hours. Like no problem. Me, I was like dying up there because, and again, I think the wall comp they had changed, and maybe from year to year, I don't know for me because I don't know how I would do on the different designs of wall comps because ours was not that hard. Like we had the little poles, but you're fine swinging back and forth. But as soon as it starts leaning forward, and you're a big guy or a big person. Your center of mass, shifts, and now it's all on your arms. So your arms eventually will give out. So, but if you're short, he was just like up there, not really having it leans forward. It's not that hard, so.
I feel that.
But I mean, then you have like a Taylor win or some of these taller people, which I was like very surprised that they won. That's why I do think the design of the wall kind of makes a difference in how the people are actually going to do. So
speaking of oh, go ahead, Eric.
No, I was just gonna say, how well do you think Rachel would have done on the wall comp? Because she's never gotten.
I think she would have done well. I don't think she would have beat Vince. I mean, Vince looked pretty good for the most part, So I mean, she would have hung on there for a while. I don't think she would have beat Vince though. Yeah, she would have been up there. Yeah, but Vince would have been tough to beat. I could have seen her beating most of the people, but yeah, up to like the last 3. I think Kat, Lauren, and Vince were probably pretty tough to beat because they all seemed pretty good on there. It just seemed to boil down on how you were fixing your arms, and then also like were you stretching because that seemed to make a difference. So
yeah, Vince had that little high low and kind of got himself blocked in where the girls just relied on their arms just above their head.
I know. Yeah, and that's the thing is like you got to realize when you're in those positions, like you stay in those positions for long enough, your muscles start to get tired, but when you're on stretch, you start getting like to the point where you're almost cramping too, you know.
Right.
So it gets pretty bad. So
it is funny how I don't know, watching the Wall Comp live, production knows when they want to end it, where they said, hey, we're gonna put shit past it and make an extra seat. And like, I don't know how people hold on to that for more than gosh dang minute and a half.
Yeah, no, that is impressive. Yeah, and I was gonna say, I was thinking about that today too in the wall comp because I was trying to think during ours. I can't remember if they would like shake it a little. Did they do that in seasons?
The surfboard. They haven't done that since first season.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did the surfboard, and then we did the skiing one.
They should do the surfboard again.
Yeah, the surfboard was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was different.
Morgan. Sure. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know that I mean, poor Morgan. It's like I mean, obviously, you talk about how you're going to do so good in the comp. You're bound to do horrible in it. You know. I mean, but
Morgan just wants one comp win.
That's Big Brother, and then Mickey like wins 2 comps back to back. So that's the problem. That's what fans get for like wanting her to go home. Like the more you want her to go home, the more she's staying. It's like
this was all me.
Power, you know.
It's Tracy's fault. That's why. Trace won't forgive her. We've been trying to like let's give her some dip and bring her back.
Game wise, I won't. If she's a lovely person, maybe in real life, who knows? But game wise,
I mean, I just don't. I don't know that
at this point.
I don't know that she becomes reliable. That's the thing. I don't know who in the house is going to trust Mickey. Like who is going to be like, oh, she's different.
Mickey don't even trust Mickey.
Yeah. I mean, her vote is crazy still because they were talking about that, and it's like it's almost like she voted for Reilly and then didn't even really know why she voted for Reilly.
And the fact that she vocalized that to Morgan, like, oh, I can't believe I had to get rid of Reilly. I was right next to Reilly. What do you mean you are so sad to have voted to save me?
Yeah, I know. These people are killing me with this stuff. It's like they're talking about, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. All right, somebody else did the same thing. I can't even remember who it was. They were talking about like Kelly, like right in front of Kat or something like, oh, I wish I would say to you, or I'll vote for you tomorrow. It's like Kat standing right there.
Ashley. Ashley was like, Ashley? You were on the, he said if you were on the block, you know you got the vote to stay against Kelly. And Kelly was like right in the bed next to her. I was like, well, they are too honest. This is the most honest season I have watched in 27
Is that what it is? Maybe that it is. Like
they're too honest.
Somebody got like this honest thing in this game where like Keanu's definitely was starting it for a long time. Yeah. Like, well, I can't lie. It's like, what?
Why not?
What's wrong with
like
you?
He picks and chooses because I mean that's something we can talk about too because we see how Rachel has told Keanu over and over again what was best for his game and not just for her benefit but because it really was. It's the Reilly conversation. Like Reilly's coming after you. I put him up. He's coming for you. Doesn't believe it. Vince just slightly tells him, "Oh yeah, by the way, I did kind of vote him out at the last minute because he was, coming for you." Oh wow, thanks for looking out for me.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have been pointing that out, and I hadn't thought about it until like finally, like, yes, it's like absolutely apparent that no matter what female tells Keanu information, he doesn't believe him. But when a guy comes from a guy, it doesn't matter what it is, he instantly believes him. Yeah, it's like, and to me, I really don't think Keanu. He's the type of guy where I don't think he's intentionally doing that. He probably has just been like this his whole life and did not realize that this is what he's doing.
That's ingrained in him.
Yeah.
And now we're at a spot where there's 2 guys left outside of Keanu, so he's running out. He's running out of guys.
He's running out of men.
I don't see Will going anywhere for a long time. Keanu definitely is. I mean, Keanu and Vince are definitely like on a lot of people's radars because they're both been shady. Like they're both kind of shady. I mean, Vince has just flipped back and forth so many times. I think that. I mean, it's crazy to me. It still is crazy to me that 2 weeks in a row. I mean, Rachel's side got him to do what they wanted him to do, and both times he's just like, "What did I do?" You know?
And I can't believe it.
Is he crying about that tonight already? I mean, he's going to be crying about having put up cat and be like, I made the dumbest mistake. I can't believe they did it to me again. But
I think it's a part of his game because, like I was telling him before, like in his intro packet, he said he's going to wing it and adapt. And I think he will just use these tears. He learned from Franzel. I know how we feel about Franzel. But he but we've said this. To the right podcast. He is the male version of Nicole Franzel. I kid you not.
Yes. It's ridiculous.
It's a lot.
Yeah, if it's in the if that player is in girl form, guy form, or any alien form, I mean, not really that interesting for me to watch as a fan. I just can't do it because that's like, again, it's like own your stuff. Like, I mean, this is what you need to do. You know, and especially when these people will go on the DR and lie to the DR and be like, "Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, I feel so bad about them going home." No, you don't. Like, tell us, like, you're happy they went home. They were screwing up your game. If they stayed here, you're probably gonna get out at some point. So, you know, tell us the truth. Like, that was like Mickey when everybody got mad at Mickey for lying in the DR. It's like, don't lie in the DR. Like, we know.
Like, what for?
Literally.
But then again, now I start to think like she is somebody who like is like George Costanza from Seinfeld. It's like, if you believe it, it's not a lie.
Yeah.
So. Like, I think she will say this stuff enough times that she starts to really believe it. And like, so she's not acting anymore because she does believe that this is true, you know? So
someone in the comments, you know, this is something that people have always said about Rachel. They're like, oh, she's getting help by production. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are I wish she got help from production. That'd make my life much easier. So but probably will be a lot less stress. Yeah, no, from production, I don't see. They had said that there are things still in the game. That's the only thing I don't know. They said there were still things, and I don't know. I mean, now, did they probably want Rachel to win one of those things that they threw into the game?
Sure.
I'm sure. I mean, but again, that's them doing their best, but not trying to help her, really, you know? So it's like, if that was the case, I mean, really was better off not to put those in the game. But, you know, then again, Zach didn't use it, so I don't know. So no, I mean, the truth is, like, they definitely want her there. I think everyone knows that she's a big part of the show. She's pushing them to actually play Big Brother because without Rachel, I don't know what this season looks like. These guys are just like hanging out all summer and like, you know, patting each other on the back as they leave and like wishing they could have just all stayed in the house and split the money. You know, yeah. So I don't know what it looks like. So I think they love her. They love her being there, but they're definitely not going to like, you know, mess with the game to like get her. And the DR, I mean, people always think, oh, well, they're helping them in the DR. The truth of the DR is that, like for me, when I first on season 12, I don't know. I didn't know anything about Big Brother. I didn't know what the DR was going to be like. So in my head, I was like, are they trying to tell me something right now? You know, so it's like, you're like for me, I was just, you're skeptical of everything. You think everything is out to get you, you know? And so it's like, when they're asking me questions, I finally realized, no, they just need like all perspectives. So they'll ask you like a wide range of stuff because they want to get a specific soundbite. They don't want to give you away that, you know, a group is together or somebody's working this. So they'll ask you about everybody and everything. So you end up just going through a lot. So yeah, so I mean, there's that, but a lot of paranoia. It's a lot of paranoia. I mean, Big Brother is paranoia. If you're not paranoid, then you're not playing the game. So
and I could be wrong. I feel like go ahead. No.
No, what was you about to say? I'm
just gonna say I feel like Rachel is the type of person where she wouldn't want to be handed a win. Where if Rachel wins this game, she's gonna want to play Big Brother and fully experience, not have a gifted win. I feel like she wouldn't want that.
Yeah. Well, and she even like, you know, she still even to this day will deal with people, you know, like criticizing her win in 13, be like, oh, production helped her. They brought back the duo twist. They wanted her to stay. I was like, the truth is they probably wanted Jordan to stay. You know, Rachel won, but I was like, Rachel was not going to lose. Like from that point forward, like she was going to win any competition, especially. Yeah, she was determined, and she was by far, I think, the best player that was left in that game at that point too. So I was like, she was not going to lose. So
either way, she wins because
at the end of the season, I mean, you finally see her play social. She's got a social game. She's making some good choices. I mean, she has made one bad decision this entire game. That was last night for the first time. Yeah, and this is like 7 weeks they've been going, right? I mean, 6 weeks. What is it? 6 weeks?
This 7
going into 7.
And her
7?
social
Oh my
game had
God.
her back, where her girls had her back today to help
girls
her
was
out
working
through that
hard for her.
mistake.
Yeah. And I was really impressed. I mean, I mean, half the time I think, I don't know, Morgan, is it just about Rachel or are you trying to go for Vince? You know, but
No, literally.
Listen,
I mean,
you know
that's
what?
separate story, but you know.
Wait, I have a question about that.
Yeah.
So there is a rumor. I don't know if he said this per se, but everybody is saying he did. Vinny did have an agreement with his girlfriend
Yes,
that
yes, I
he's
heard about that
able to
online.
flirt and he
Yeah,
can
yeah.
tiptoe that line.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going a little too far over that line, or how
I
do you feel
mean,
about that?
I mean, for me, my position would always just be the same thing. Like, if I flipped it and like I was the one on the other side
How
watching,
would
would
you
I be
feel?
bothered by this? Like, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I told Rachel, I was like, Rachel, if you have to have a showmance, just do it one more time. I'm cool with it. If it wins you the money, you know, fine. I'll be a little
Whatever, I get that
embarrassed.
check, huh?
No, I mean, I think it would be hard to watch. I think it's hard to watch for anybody in general. And I think
Oh, for
people
sure.
who have significant others go on Big Brother don't really know how hard it is, especially if you've never been through it. For me, I've done this before, so I knew what to expect. I knew it was gonna be hard, like
Yeah.
reading about stuff, not being able to do stuff about it, and like so I got to take it in stride and just take a grain of salt, not get worked up. Already done that. So I mean, and pace yourself. But for his girlfriend, I have no idea, and like for her, if she doesn't have people to talk to about this, I mean, she's, maybe she's talking to her friends. I don't know, but it's hard because you're also going to have all these other people who want to give their opinion. And for her, that's going to be extremely tough because it's hard to ignore everybody. And so, and then
for
she's going to
sure.
watch it. It's on national television. So, I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, it depends on how comfortable they are in their relationship. So, I mean,
me and Vinny
think,
would be having a talk.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's easier said than done. Like I could say, oh yeah, like I'm confident in my relationship with Rachel. I'm not worried about her cheating on me. I'm not worried about falling in love with somebody.
Right.
Could I watch her flirt with somebody else? Probably. Would I want to? No.
Right.
It
To
would
some
be
extent.
like, yeah, it would be just kind of painful. Even if I knew it was fake, I would tell myself that, but it'd still be hard to process,
And you're a veteran in this, so you understand how this
yeah.
works. And you and Rachel, you guys have been in for the long haul, so you have a better and deeper understanding. But for someone like Vince's girlfriend who's new to this world, maybe beforehand it's like, oh yeah, go ahead, do what you got to do. But now I'm
probably thinking like, oh, like they maybe didn't explicitly say like, well, you can do this, but you can't do this. You can do this, but you can't do that. And also then it's like, well, it's a slippery slope because now it's like I mean, if you're Vince, you're flirting with Morgan, you're laying on the bed together, hugging, you're like doing all this. And then what if sudden, like one day he's like, man, I don't know what am I doing? Like I'm gonna throw my relationship away if I don't stop this. And he's like, Morgan, maybe we don't hug so much. And then she's like, what?
And she's gonna have it's gonna be a big
deal. And next thing you know, it's like becoming this big thing again. So now it's like he's kind of now on this trajectory where he's going to have to keep this up all season long. So I mean, as long as the two of them are there.
Though, so it's Vinny's fault.
Yeah,
that's who I'm blaming it on.
I think Vinny
the boundary to set.
I mean, Vinny, it seems like he wants people to feel bad for him, right? That's his whole shtick.
He does. I think it's a part of his game.
Even I heard that Lauren was coming to him crying, and then they were like, he was like, he's like, but I have it worse. And she like was crying, like on her birthday, I think. I mean,
it's
crazy. So I don't know. I don't. Vince is hard to understand. I really do. I want to like him as a player, but I do want him to own his stuff. I want him to own his moves. I want him to be a little bit more forthright. If he's gonna make a move, then claim the move. Say he made the move. Don't like keep backtracking and try because it's backpedaling. I think at some point it's gonna undo anything that he does in the game. And so when it comes down time, he does make final two. He's gonna have a hard time convincing people to vote for him because he'd be like, well, I made this move and I made that move. Like, yeah, but you said you should have made that move. He said you should have made that move. So now you're like taking credit for him, but before you said it wasn't your, so.
Yeah, you only have 2 minutes and like 3 questions to try to flip everyone's perception of you.
And with I mean those rounds, I mean you go into that, those people pretty much have their minds made up. I'd be very surprised if anybody ever changed their mind after hearing. I think the only time I've ever, for me personally, and I had not watched as much, but we used to watch Big Brother Canada all the time. And Godfrey. I don't know if you remember Godfrey.
That's his favorite player.
That's his favorite player.
I think
That's my goat.
I think Godfrey for me was the only person I've ever seen in Big Brother I thought actually flipped the vote during his speech. But like I feel like this was not jury. This was just veto. But I mean, but in general, I don't see people switch their votes, switch their minds. Like they come into the final, they've made up their minds. They know we do the round tables. I mean, you can push and pull, but I don't think most people this season. I don't know. I mean,
this season got some crack in it. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so I don't know where people. I don't know where people go. I do think that this is going to be a very personal jury who will vote very personally.
Speaking of the round table and like in jury, Rachel mentioned. I don't know if you caught it. I think I might have tagged you in it, but she mentioned she was like, the reason I won Big Brother 13 is because of Brendon. He put in a lot of work in the jury house.
I mean, she gives me a lot of credit for it. I don't know that I was. I mean, I definitely know that I helped maintain the relationship with Jeff and Jordan, which was very crucial, and that was tough because that involved me having to bite my tongue with Jeff when I knew he was intentionally not winning the veto, and I was going to go home, and like I had to suck it up because I knew it was like if I don't, I'm going to cause a rift between her when I leave, and then, then it's another problem. So it's like, you got to kind of like, figure out where your alliances lie. And then Shelly, I think I spent a lot of time with Shelly, not in the house. I mean, sorry, in the house, not in the jury house as much. It was more, I mean, I had coffee with her every single morning. So I think she just respected us a little bit more. And probably for her, like in her head, she's given to a couple who's like starting a life together. We're getting married. Like I think for her that was also. I mean, I think she respected Rachel's game a little bit more than Portia, so that may have. Yeah. So I mean, she gave me a lot of credit, but I don't know. I'll take it. I mean, I don't get a
lot. And also, someone also here mentioned they wanted to know what has surprised you most about Rachel's game so far that you've seen.
I mean, her social game has really surprised me. I mean, I always believe in her, but as a husband, like spouse, significant other, you always wonder, like, am I just like deluding myself because I want them to be this person because I do believe in them? But she is that person. I always believe that she is a much, much better gamer and player than people give her credit for, and also she's very strategic. Yeah. Like people always think Rachel's not strategic. Like she is very strategic. Like she even I always bring up Amazing Race, like. She would think of stuff on Amazing Race that I wouldn't think of, So like we hit our backpacks one time, so people would think that we were behind them. So when they got a chance to they didn't U-turn us because they thought we were still behind them, Or we were already in front of them, but they thought we were behind them. So
that's interesting.
Yeah. It's like little things like that, but she's very strategic. So that's why, like last night, now that we talked about the alcohol, I'm pretty sure she was drunk when she
likely.
Because
give them more alcohol tonight.
Now she learned her lesson.
Noms are set, so you know what?
She can have fun.
This is very true. So and then also like there's a good chance that she gives it to Keanu at some point. So she
already did.
She took Jimmy's hoodie back.
Oh, did she? Did you give it to him today?
They got into a little tiff. Like she was putting dishes up and Keanu came to help, and she was like, "You don't cook, you don't clean, so why do I need your help?" I was like, upset. And he was like, "Well, Rachel, I was just trying to help." She's like, "You don't do anything, so why are you trying now?" And she
why are you mad at me?
She stormed off. I loved it. Listen, I always said one thing about Rachel. Rachel does not back down from a confrontation.
Yes.
One thing she does not do, Rachel does not do fake. Okay, so if she does not like you, you will know. So
exactly.
I love that about her, and I wish more Big Brother people would do that. Like, just be real.
Well, I mean, it is because it makes way more entertaining television too, right?
Yes.
Because if you don't have people that are willing to speak up and willing to confront somebody and willing to ask them about a question, like all this stuff will just it would just be like a steamroll, very slow burning season that's not interesting at all. So you need some confrontational people, So.
Yeah,
and I think she's made them uncomfortable, which makes them have to do something. Like they either have to like put up or shut up. Like either and Vince just shutting up.
And not to call out someone specifically, but I feel like that's gonna help Lauren as well. Where I couldn't imagine Lauren in a season just by herself. Where Rachel even had that moment with the veto after Lauren used the veto, just looking at her.
Who?
When she put up Reilly, and it's like, hey, give Lauren those moments and have Lauren not be as timid and quiet.
Yeah. I mean, it's worked pretty well for Lauren, but again, Lauren's somebody else who ends up at the final two, and you ask her what she did, and she gives her, she even has a decent resume, but then you're like, yeah, but everyone else made the decisions for you. So why do we, that's like, these people need to like, and now is the time. Like now, from here on out, there's no more of this. Like I did something and let somebody else take credit for it, because if you don't start taking credit for stuff right now, like it's a critical time. So you're not going to get those votes in the jury. So you have to be owning your gameplay. I mean, pre-jury can be tough because there's so many more people this season, especially. So if you're not getting a bunch of HOH wins pre-jury, when there's 16 or 17 people, it's a little bit more understandable. You start whittling it down to like 10, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Right.
You need to be winning HOHs. You need to be winning vetoes. You need getting people out. You need to be making moves that like you can put on your resume and say, I got this person out. So that's why they have to make some moves. But again,
which is why I'm so shocked that Vince didn't put up Rachel. And it shows the importance of the judges, where that's the one alliance that I guess has held. And the fact that it was made on Rachel's HOH week, and
it's crazy. I mean, that's
the judges are the only thing that kept Rachel off the block.
I know. And I mean, that's why I've been so impressed with her, not only making moves, but when she's running out of runway, to like make a move that gives her a little bit more runway, because I mean, at this point in the game, I think that's their best choice. And I think she is actually doing very good right now, this week, positioning herself to at least go a few more weeks, because she's going to win. She's going to fight for the HOH. Now, obviously there's always going to be a couple people you don't want to win HOH. For me, it's going to be a Kelly, a Kat, or a Keanu. Good God, but I mean, so if you only have a handful of players that are the ones, she's good at pivoting. You just have the ability for her to. She's making really good pivots when it's becoming critical. So like that, that alliance is amazing, because I could not believe it was happening, and the fact, even somebody pointed out online, the fact that Morgan, the girl that she had just nominated the week before, was the one
that's
who was
crazy,
fighting the hardest for her to stay, was amazing,
incredible.
So it just speaks to the sincerity of that alliance. The fact that Rachel made nominations, which nominations can do this. I mean, nominations, it's tough. You can nominate somebody and make something out of it, like an alliance, or at least a few week deal or a couple week deal, by exerting your power and saying, well, I'll make sure that you don't go home. And when they don't go home, you have somebody at least is a little more thankful to you than they started. Now, you put them up on the block, and it's hard to sometimes get over, but a lot of people will get over it. So if you can make sure they stay, because then they think you're good to your word.
We talked about this on the we talked about this on the last pod, that going over the HOHs like this season, I feel like Rachel is the only HOH to come out of her HOH with an alliance with different people that she was
better positioned.
She literally better positioned herself, and I'm like, did any other HOH make another alliance, make this? They barely did.
No,
so
I mean, that's the thing, is when a lot of people are trying their best to float to some degree. I mean, it may not necessarily float in the traditional, but what they don't want to do is make waves. They don't want to just keep going right in the middle, getting somebody out here, getting somebody out there, but somebody who, like, a house consensus will vote out. It's not hard. But again, like, that stuff doesn't get you anything. I had this argument online about Rachel, when they were wanting her to put up Kelly. Everybody can say she should have, the good move was put up Kelly. I was like, it wasn't, because she puts up Kelly. Like, there was a good chance Kelly goes home. Yeah. And so what, like, sure, that's like one person who was like kind of gutting for Rachel, but she doesn't have the power. She doesn't have the sway. She doesn't really have anything besides herself. So she's kind of a lone shark, trying to do something that will come, but not really worried about it. So for her, nominating Reilly was not just like a good fan move, because obviously all the fans were, wanted it, but it really kicked the game into like a restart. Because it really shuffled things up. Like, taking out Reilly, you like broke up that alliance. At least it had to do something. Lauren and Kat had to figure something out. They really haven't even recovered from it. Vince is like, again, it pushes Vince closer. And the fact that he voted was a big, give to me, because I'm thinking, wow, he really is holding this alliance. And again, he did it this week. So, I mean, I do think that everyone keeps thinking Rachel's going to put him up, but she will hold to the alliance, because for her, it's a good alliance. I mean, she likes Will and she likes Ashley, and she will definitely work with him. And she likes Ava too. So, I mean, Ava's not in that core alliance, but Ava is somebody on the periphery that I think would have Rachel's vote and vice versa if it came down to it, for a little bit longer. So, yeah, she's in a really good position. So, I mean, for somebody that came in the game with a huge target on their back, really only 1 week of safety, which I did not know that's all she was going to have. I thought she would have had like a couple weeks of safety or something. So for her to
still hasn't touched that block.
Not be on the block. I mean, for the fact that she hasn't touched the block is insane to me. So it's like I think it's time for people to finally at least give her dues, as a player.
And we're going to give her here.
She's a strategic player, but she's also great television, So
the best.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted now because of her, and I'm so excited. I was not, every time she was on the feed, I'm like, all right, camera 4, all right, camera 1, all right.
Absolutely. I'm gonna always give Rachel her flowers, because I've said this on the pod, like 12 was my very first live season to watch, and so I've been a fan of both of you guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
13
number one fan, that's favorite player of all time, right there.
Yeah, we'll get Rachel on the podcast when after she wins and this is all over.
Oh,
absolutely.
For sure.
We'd love to have her here. Because this is a Rachel Stan podcast.
Sure. It is.
Yeah. Well, this is a good summer for the podcast then.
Big time. I know what I can't wait to see. I know Mary mentioned this in the chat, but do you think Vince's biggest fear has been, oh no, Rachel's gonna get me out of here? Say Rachel wins HOH. Do you think Vince goes up, or do you think she stays with the judges?
I don't. I think she stays with the judges. I'll be honest with you, because I think for her right now it's her best option. And I mean, given that all the stuff with Keanu especially happened, she doesn't really have Keanu anymore, and she definitely doesn't have Kelly, and she doesn't have Kat, and she doesn't have Lauren. So like, there's still a bunch of people like stand in her way and then stand in all the other people's way too. So she's got a bunch of targets. I mean, if they can control the game for like a few weeks, I mean, they could wipe out a big, big opposition, and then it boils down to what are they going to do there, So.
Right.
And Mickey's always in the background, so Mickey is always going to be an option.
Worst case scenario, Mickey.
We got to backdoor her. We just like to backdoor her.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as this blockbuster is over, she can go.
I know, but who would have thought she wins the competition rolling a ball down the thing too, right?
Listen, at this point, production placed that right there, because
that was crazy.
The camera was not on her.
Rachel's mom was telling me that she's conspiracy theorist. She's like, but why didn't they show it? And then all of a sudden it's there. I was like, they
Mama knows best.
Literally, they turn to the wide shot and Mickey's already standing there with her arms crossed. It's like, what do you mean? How'd you teleport over there?
Was like, what?
One of us said they had a magnet. There's like a
that's what her mom was saying. She's talking about magnet. I was like, yeah, that sounds like a likely. Yeah, it was like Tom and Jerry. You know what I mean? It was like
That's exactly what it was.
But it's so great to see her with an alliance actually that's backing her, supporting her, going to bat for her. So we've always seen her play the game, contrary to what they say in the house, Mickey. She's played from the bottom, from being the underdog.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Now she doesn't necessarily have to do that, and it's so great and refreshing to see her be able to kind of relax with it, some protection when not just having to win.
I know. Well, it's like even last week I thought, oh, she's HOH, she can just relax all week. I was like, oh my god, HOH was like nothing but not relaxing at all. So so I was like, at least from today till Thursday, she can at least like take it easy a little bit. There's gonna be a lot of scrambling. I think people forget, Monday night to Thursday morning is like the time when people do themselves in, because they just get bored and they start becoming anxious, paranoid, like all that stuff, and then people start throwing bombs, their own grenades, So and Keanu's definitely bound to be doing some of this. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Keanu. I mean, because even somebody said online, it's like now that he knows Rachel hates him, he's gonna want to work with her.
He's done. He is. I'm done with Keanu. I had so high hopes for him and Rachel.
I just
love
don't
their
understand. It just does
relationship.
not. It's mind blowing. Like you've had someone in this game who has like tried to continuously like protect you, help you, give you advice, like say they want to work
When
with you,
nobody
want to
else
final
was.
two, and yeah, and then still it's just like I just don't trust her. It's like what?
And then
You know?
in his eyes, I guess I want to say, just based on what he said, like he just didn't believe her to be the player that she is. Because after she was with Reilly, he was like, "How did you do that?" He's like, "In disbelief."
I know.
And now he's like, "Oh, we got to get her out. She's too good." So you like her, you feel like she needed you, your perspective of it.
Exactly.
And when you realize that she's the legend and the boss that she's always said she is, you're like, "Oh wait."
I know. Yeah, and that's what somebody was saying online too. I think it's like it is gonna make a little sense. It's like a little bit of the ego where he can't accept the fact that this girl is better than him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he definitely got a rude awakening. That is definitely true.
Mm-hmm. No, Keanu hasn't been on the right side of anything, so you know what?
No, I think that's been a general consensus. It was like whatever Keanu says, do the opposite. It's like
no, for real.
You know, if you can't, and that's why that's why everybody was like, oh, Vince is like pushing, or Keanu is pushing Rachel and exposed that Rachel was confiding in him and told him about what Vince said to her. And it's like, oh god, this isn't good. But then I was also thinking in my head, like who in Big Brother, what person in the Big Brother game right now would be like, well, Keanu told me this, so it's got to be real good intel. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go off of what Keanu's telling me. It's like, what? I mean, if you're doing that, your game is already shot to hell because you rely on Keanu. Like, already a mistake, you know. So.
Right.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Well, as we get ready to close, are there any other questions? I know I had like one that everybody always wants to know. Brendon, would you play again? And how did you think you would do on this season?
I don't think I would have done as good as Rachel. I think I would have lost my patience like 3 evictions ago or 4 evictions ago. I mean, she's been very patient. I mean, the 2 kids has probably helped her, right? I mean, it helped her be a lot more patient with people like Keanu. I don't think I can play. Rachel coming back now. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it is such a long time. I mean, it's harder on her than it is on us. I mean, because I kept telling her, I was like, look, don't worry about us because that's going to be the hardest part. She didn't miss the kids, thinking about them. But like, know that they're fine. I'll be okay. But for her, I mean, it's hard. It's like for us not to be near our kids for so long and it's not even knowing that they're okay is the hard part, right? You can't even just get like, so, you know, I mean, am I going to do traders? Hey, I'll do traders. No,
Great on traders.
A reasonable amount of time to be away from your family, and they also treat you very well on that show. So Rachel told me. So yeah, but again, traders is also something where if I'm a trader, completely different game than if I'm a faithful. So I mean, traders have such a massive advantage in that game. You know, I guess the goal is to start out a faithful and then probably become a trader. Because you tend to do better, I think, right? Is that what they tend to last a little bit longer?
Sure.
Yeah. So then starting out a trader, I think being a trader the whole time is probably tough.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
But yeah, and Survivor. I think I would do Survivor. I mean, Survivor's a lot shorter now too. I mean, it used to be 39 days, and now I think they're only doing like
26.
26?
Yeah.
Dang, that's fast. Okay.
I
mean,
don't
get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love food. That's where I go. That's where I want to struggle. You know.
Exactly. That's exactly why I'm gonna do traders.
Yeah.
Survivor don't even call me in a hotel.
Yeah. Well, now they got you guys got the normies traders, right? The normal.
Yes.
Non.
The normies. You see that the distinction? He's like, listen, I need y'all to know.
There's levels. Shoot.
No,
you got to hit up Rachel's stylist.
I think they did a good job splitting it because Rachel did complain. She's like, I wish I had been on one of the newer. Well, one, it's like they're getting a lot more attention now in the newer seasons of Traders, but also half reality, half normal people was kind of a weird mix. I think it's a weird dynamic. I kind of do like one or the other. You know, I think it does.
We've always said the problem is when they did that cast specifically, they didn't cast people that understand these types of games. Like,
true.
I love these shows and I can play that, and I would have obviously loved to play with Rachel and Sari and all of that. But I'm still here to play a game, and I got to get rid of you. I gotta get rid of you. Versus these new people who don't watch these competitive shows or understand their games, and so they get really hurt and offended when good game moves are made against them.
All right.
And it's the casting. I mean, it's because Rachel does casting too. So it's like if a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, I want a one-armed cowboy from Nebraska who is Jewish," and you're just like, "How where do you guys come up with this stuff?" You know? So like they do, they get very specific on what they want. And sometimes I think they focus so much on probably what they look like, what their profession is, what they do, versus somebody who knows how to play the game or really wants to play or really wants to compete or really wants to win money. I mean, for me, I was motivated by $500,000. So
I know that's right.
I don't get me wrong. I wanted to be on TV, but I think that was more important when I was like 21. So I was about 30 when I went on Big Brother. I was like $500,000. I'm like, that's a lot of money. So it's like, I will kill somebody for that for sure. So those are the type of people you need. You need people that are going to be hungry to do whatever it takes to win. And I think that makes for good shows.
Absolutely. And if I remember right, Rachel did some BB Can casting, right? I'm a big Big Brother Canada fan, so
yeah, she did. I can never remember which one it was. I think she only did one season. But yeah, she did it. I mean, obviously, Rachel is just such a great cast to cast Big Brother. She knows.
BB Can has the best cast. They really do.
Yeah. So the other ones she does, the last one she's done a lot of the Golden Bachelors, which has become quite popular. So
for sure.
So and the Bachelor, I think she's done Bachelor also. So and she did The Floor. She did.
I just got into that.
The 1% Club.
Oh yeah.
Those are some of the other ones that she cast not too long ago. That one too. So yeah, you guys want to be on? Make sure you stay in touch with Rachel when she's off the show.
Absolutely.
We got your number.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. I'm a direct line.
Absolutely. Well, Brendon, we appreciate you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with us and hang with us here. Know that you are more than welcome anytime. If something's going down for the rest of this game, if you're like, hey, I want to talk about this, you have a space here.
I
appreciate family it. Now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got come. If you guys are Team Rachel, then of course I'll be here.
Oh, of course.
So
she's on my draft, by the way. I need that to be clear.
So did you guys have to redraft after she came in, or did you guys? Because you already knew
put it the mystery person.
That's right.
We assumed going in that it was Rachel because all the clues. So we weren't.
You tried though. You tried. You did your thing trying, Brendon.
I did. Woo, it was hard. I had to do that for like a week. By the end, I was like, okay, I'm ready to tap out.
Yeah, Rachel's coming.
Had Janelle on the whole roller coaster of Janelle's. She's not on.
Was texting. Brittany was texting. And
really?
I was like, I met my dad. I was in my parents in South Charleston. I can't. Like going back and forth. And it's just like,
just so lying.
I was like, all these people, just let her be on the damn show. I'm trying to find out. Big Brother people always trying to spoil it.
Absolutely.
So I gotta know.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Y'all
all right, well, I will let you go. I gotta go put some kids to bed.
No problem.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Have a great one.
Have a wonderful night.
Yeah, of course. All right, guys. Good night.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right then,
Eric.
Yay.
Do our thing.
Always. Look, now I can't even talk. I'm just so excited.
Tell them where you can find
us. Yeah. Josh is trying to get in. Did we put him in? Get into the gate.
Hey, hello, Josh, welcome to the podcast, I guess.
Right. Where you?
The new Brendon. Took up the Brendon slot.
Oh, please, it's fine. I'll meet him at the finale. It's fine.
Probably. Yeah. Well, listeners, viewers, we thank you all so much for tuning in. This was an incredible pod. What a wonderful opportunity that we do not take for granted. And all of you in the chat, as always, our faves, we appreciate you guys for showing up and showing out. It has been a wonderful night, and we look forward to seeing y'all on Thursday at our usual time, 9:15, for the live vote and eviction and to see what's going on. Maybe we'll get a live HOH. Doubt it, but one can dream. Right.
They hate us.
It ain't happening.
So before we head out, y'all know where to go. If you're listening and watching and you have not already, go to YouTube, Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, and hit subscribe, like, comment, and share, and turn on those notifications. So when we have these big, nice interviews like this, you don't miss them. And then follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Who All There, so you can always keep up with us there as well and have those notifications turned on. Until next time, we out.
Bye, guys.
We gone.